Okay. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Close to Death. I'm your host, Selena Roan, and this is powered by D.T.M Wicked Radio and brought to you by Fear Paranormal. Tonight we have a really cool guest that I get to see this weekend and get to kind of play in her house, as you can say. She's an author and the proprietor, let me say that real fast, of Hill House Manor, which is in Gainesville, Texas. Miss Linda Anthony Hill. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I'm excited about this weekend, actually.
Me too. I'm a little nervous about all these people at the house.
I bet you are. But we'll take care of your house. We're not the wild bunch, and we'll tame any people that are wild.
we're used to small groups, and this is going to be a lot more than I'm accustomed to, I think. I mean, we've done it before. It just always makes me a little nervous.
I'm sure it does. And the spirits are going to be like, whoa, because we definitely know that, Hill House Manor is active because, to tell you the truth, that's how Fear got started. We came there for our actual co-founder, Penny's birthday, and we stayed most of the night. And we had one person that wanted to leave, and she wanted to go gamble because she really just was kind of unnerved, I guess, and really just didn't want to be in there. You were telling us if somebody wants to leave and you don't let them, the spirits don't like that too much. So anyway, we had a couple of things happen before she did want to go, and it was really a cool thing. So that's what kind of got us sparked and everything. But,
I'm glad to hear it.
You've written a couple of books. And we're going to talk a little bit about those, and we're going to talk about the actual inspiration for those books, which is the Hill House. So can you tell us a little bit about Hill House?
About Hill House?
Yes.
What do you want to know about Hill House?
Well, I want to know kind of how you got into buying it. Like, how did you run upon, did you, seek it out, or did it just kind of come to you? How did all that happen?
Well, we were looking for some property for a 1031 exchange, which is a real estate thing. Needed to buy some property, and I needed to do it fairly quickly for tax reasons. Okay. And Dell found these properties in Gainesville, and he said, this is a great deal, and you can, you buy several houses in one package deal. So we came up and looked at them, and I really didn't want Hill House to be part of the package. I had a feeling about it. And we were buying these as investment properties. But it was all or nothing. We couldn't take it out of the deal. So we went ahead and took it. And it was, at the time, no, it's not. At that time, it was basically a 3-unit house, like a duplex, only a triplex. And two of the units were livable. And one of the units had no electricity. It had, in areas, no walls, no ceilings. It was being used for storage. And we thought, well, we can rent out the 2 units that are rentable and apply any overage to fixing up the storage side, and then we'll have a 3-unit, and it'll be profitable. Except that we could never keep the 2 livable units rented. After about 2 years of having people leave in less than 6 months, we said, okay, this is ridiculous. They don't put up enough deposit to pay for fixing the place up before they turn around and leave. Because we had people that would leave in a couple of months. Up to 6 months. The longest anybody stayed was 6 months, and they really loved the place. And nobody ever said they were leaving because of paranormal activity, because it was haunted, none of that. It was always somebody was sick in California, and the whole family had to move to California and help take care of this person. Or somebody in the family was sick, and the only place they could get treatment was Utah or Seattle or someplace as far away as you could get and still be in the continental United States.
Wow.
Right. So we said, okay, this is not working. as a rental property. We're up here all the time because, like I said, there were several houses in the deal, and we were refurbishing them. They were all very old houses, not as old as Hill House, but old. And we were going in and fixing them up and finding they had hardwood floors underneath, 2 layers of carpet. And anyway, we were up here almost every weekend working on these houses. And we would drive up from Hickory Creek, and then we would drive back Saturday night, and then we would come back Sunday morning and go back home Sunday night. So we said, well, we'll just use this for, one of the units. We'll just use it for an office and a place to stay the night when we come up here to work on the houses. And that's what we did. And that's when we started having some experiences. But it didn't really hit us what was going on until Dell was showing a house across the street to someone, and the girl that was looking at it said, that house, and she pointed right at Hill House at the back of it, she said, that house is haunted. My aunt lived there 30 years ago, and it was haunted then, and it's still haunted. And, Dell came and told me about it, and at first I thought, well, that explains it. If you move into an old house and you're there by yourself and the neighbors start telling you that it's haunted, you're going to start letting your imagination get away with you. So at first that's what I thought it was. But then we started having our own experiences. And we came to realize, no, this wasn't just the power of suggestion. There's something going on here.
What experiences are we talking? Because, when we were there, first off, a friend of ours that's kind of a skeptic, she was with us, and she felt like she was being, something sat on her lap.
Yeah.
And almost like her chest got really heavy, and it was up in the bedroom up there where the bed was, and that closet that's got the really weird, bottom to it.
That's the staircase. That's where the staircase comes up underneath it.
Oh, okay. Well, that is where we also, the girl that, was with us, has ability. She saw a spirit cat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? So what kind of experiences did y'all start experiencing? Going through when you were in there?
Little things, and some not so little things. Dell would go in to do something during the week. I would be at work and Dell would be up there doing stuff by himself. He would go in and he would hear someone walking around upstairs. And he would go up there and there wasn't anybody there. And it happened often enough that he started just ignoring it. He would lock the doors when he went in to make sure that, no one could just walk in. And if the doors were locked and he heard somebody walking around upstairs, he just blew it off. As, an activity. But that happens all the time. And
wow.
You would put something down, a pen or a hammer or a screwdriver or whatever. You'd put it down where you could reach it to do something else, and you'd reach back for it, and it would be gone. Just gone.
Uh-huh.
And it might show up a couple hours later, or you might look around and find that it was across the room where you couldn't possibly have reached it from where you were standing.
And it sounds like something that a little kid would do to mess with somebody. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's just the kids. I think we have quite a few pranksters in the house.
I did hear that you have quite a few from Connie's walkthrough and the interviews that I saw. I heard that she had quite a few interacts with her while she did her walkthrough, and that's why I think we're so excited about coming, too.
She said she counted, 16 that were interacting with her.
Wow.
During the walkthrough.
And that's during the day. Can you just, and it doesn't matter during the day or night. I've never had any problems getting activity, either one, but the deal that people don't understand is during the day. Yeah. See, and people think it's all at night, and it's not. It can happen at any time. It's just more still at night, so you notice more. It's not as busy and loud and noisy, whatever, during the day. and you don't notice it. You just kind of blow it off to whatever, or you don't even pay attention. But at night, when it's quiet and there's no traffic outside and things like that, you do hear and notice a lot more. So I think that's the misconception. But I've heard that place is going any time of day or night. Because didn't you have a couple of people stay there doing some sort of maybe a documentary or some sort of a experiment that he was staying there? Yeah.
People. And
that would be cool.
Yeah, we have, there's one gentleman, in fact, it's the one that was asking if this is going to be archived because he works evenings.
Okay.
He travels with shows like The Wizard of Oz. Right now he's working with, what is the name of that one? The Phantom of the Opera. And they travel the country, and they will come to Dallas or Fort Worth frequently, and he'll come up and stay at Hill House for a few days when he's in town. And, yeah, he has stayed on several occasions for 2 and 3 days at a time. And he has a lot of activity during the day. He's convinced. I mean, he has activity at night, too, but it's just as active during the day. And we've had other people spend days in there. And, I mean, I myself, I don't go over there at night. I go over there during the day. I set up a little workshop in the very back room that, the one that I locked. I had set up a workshop in there, and I was working back there frequently until it just got to be too annoying. I would be sitting there working, and I would hear Dell talking with someone at the front of the house, and I would get up to go see what was going on, and nobody there. Doors locked, nobody there. So I'd go back to the back of the house and sit down, go back to work, and it happened again. And you get to a point where you do blow it off, but at the same time, it disrupts your concentration,
Yeah, it kind of has that effect on a lot of people when things like that kind of happen because, I remember, being at another location, Penny and I, and we were upstairs, and there was nowhere to go. It was very small quarters, and we hear something walking up the stairs, and we call out to the people that were with us, and there was nobody there, and we looked at each other like, there's really nowhere to go, so you take this window, and I'll take the one behind you, because because it unnerves you. I mean, we're paranormal investigators, but it's like, holy crap, I'm hearing something right next to me, and I can't see it. You know what I mean? And that freaks anybody out. I don't care who you are. But, man, when you're in an axe murder house, that really did it to us. We were like, holy crap, what are we going to do? But, like I said, go ahead.
I'll have guests coming, and especially in the winter when it gets dark really early. If people are going to start at 7 o'clock, it's already dark by 7 o'clock. I'll be sitting on the front porch waiting for them. I'm not going in there.
I recall when we got there, you were like, here's the key, this is the deal, and now I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow when it's daylight.
I'll go in once they get there, but I'm not going in and sitting there by myself.
By yourself.
It's unnerving during the daytime. It is super unnerving at night when you're alone.
Yeah, I don't know that I don't know. I haven't been in the location alone, and I doubt I get the chance to this weekend, but who knows?
No, I doubt it.
But, Scott Grinwald, he's been, I don't know the story behind him coming out there, but obviously he's got some unfinished business to have some closure with or something, and I hope I get to witness all that because, for one, he's a hoot, and we're going to have him, and, we're going to have Teal Gray doing free galleries and all kinds of stuff, and I can't wait to see, Hill House again because it's been forever. It's been forever since I've been there.
It's going to be
awesome. I know. So, the inspiration in the house and all these things that have happened, you kind of have compiled a book together from all the guests that have been there, and it's called The Hill House Manor, the Guest Book. And
yes.
There's got to be some crazy stuff in there.
At first it was just people signing in. I would ask them to sign in. You were here, like you used to do in hotels. And then they started writing their story. They started writing little comments. And then